Good morning. Good morning, good people. Well, here we are once more into the breach. Today is Thursday, July 18th, 2024. It's just before 6 o'clock morning here in wonderful Pahrump or Pahrumpertucky, you choose. It's kind of what kind of people would live in a place called Pahrump. It's 81 degrees outside, so it's going to be a nice day. The high for today is going to be 102, it looks like. No, 105. 105 at around 2 p.m. So it's Thursday. That means Las Vegas day and class at night. So I have school at night. But it's a big class. I have to turn in another big paper and begin the process. Yes, boom, good. A lot of stuff to be done today. Had a very busy day yesterday, starting with our 8 o'clock volunteers breakfast, which was the largest attended of ever. And good morning, buenos dias, watabebi. How was your day yesterday? How was your thing that you had to do? Was it productive? So we give a special acknowledgement to the people who make it here live or live on the podcast. So good. Right. So good. Today we are going to talk about our topic is the power of fictional stories. The power of fictional stories brought to you by Yuval Harari, another expert in the field, another guy who's recognized as, he probably nailed it. Whatever he's talking about, he probably nailed it. But overall, let's go back to our intro, what we're doing here. Our purpose, the purpose of the podcast is very simple. It's to help our students and interested parties on their journey through this life. So we have a belief here. We have a belief based upon the evidence, not just based upon this is what I was told or I felt this way because the Holy Spirit came into me. The preponderance of the evidence is that we have a transcendent soul. That it's not over when it's over. And so then the belief is, based upon the preponderance of the evidence that we have a transcendent soul, the belief is that what we do in this life has an impact on what happens next. And that this life is a gift, an unearned gift. That's what a gift is. And what we should strive to do to the best of our ability is to honor that gift, not waste that gift. So we get a gift of, let's say, a box of crayons. Get a gift of a box of crayons. The gift giver gave it as a gift. They have no claim on it. It's not an investment. I'm giving you this gift because I want you to do this for me. There's none of that. It's a gift. You can do with the box of crayons whatever you want. You can give them to someone else. You can use them. You can destroy them. That is the gift. And what would we do if we honored the gift? If we honored the gift, we would use the crayons for their intended use in such a way that it would be remarkable. That's it. No big deal. We have a gift. We receive a gift, an unearned benefit, something good, and we reciprocate by honoring the gift, using the gift for its intended purpose to the best of our ability. And I think if we do that, that best prepares us for the next, whatever comes next. Now, so how do we honor the gift? Well, we do the best we can, to learn the most we can, to get the most out of this journey. Journey. Okay, so that's it. That's what we're here to help our students and other people do. And Wadabebi, how is the weather? How's the weather out there? Are you still there? Over. Okay, so let's move on to our worksheet. Maybe Wadabebi will answer. Okay, so advice from an 80-year-old. Remember that 80% of the success of any job is based on your ability to deal with people. Right, your ability to deal with people. Yesterday we had a discussion, our senior staff, of what are we trying to do? We're just trying to get people who are going nowhere and let them go where they want, or are we trying to goad people into a better direction? And the answer is we're trying to goad people into a better direction. The question came up, well, how do we know what kind of people we want to bring in? And the answer is simple. We need people who are employable. And the question was, well, how do we know if they're employable? And the answer to that question was, put yourself in the position of an employer and say, would I hire that person? And then be prepared to defend the type of business you would hire them in. But I think this is kind of a good thing here. Remember that 80% of the success of any job is based on your ability to deal with people. So it would be, is this person employable? Well, what do you mean by that? How well are they able to deal with other people? Because if they can't deal with other people, that greatly limits the number of jobs that are available, right? If you can't deal with people, there's a lot fewer jobs out there. And then the question is, can we get him or her one of those jobs? All right, so our theme of today, though, is what? Yuval Harari, very famous TED Talk. I'd say famous amongst the intellectuals. There are a lot of other very popular videos that are made for a less educated crowd, but I think Yuval Harari, nails it for the educated crowd. So good morning, Matticus von Atticus, Matticus von Atticus Stein. Glad to see you are here. Boom, good for that. I think if you should have a discussion with Arden regarding moving to 1413, that would be good. Okay, so Yuval Harari, very big one. He's talking about a global level. Why do humans control the planet? You can take this talk down to yourself to become effective. How do I control my little planet? How do I best impact that? And so Yuval Harari says we start with the observation that only humans are able to work flexibly in large numbers. Only humans do that. You have certain animals like ants and bees that can work in large numbers, but not flexibly. And then you have other animals that can work flexibly, but not in large numbers. So throughout his talk, he talks about chimpanzees and says, you'll never see a chimpanzee go off and give a talk to another group of chimpanzees about bananas. You'll never see that. Will chimpanzees trade with one another? Yes, but only if they know you. Are you a good chimpanzee? Are you an evil chimpanzee? Sort of thing. So only humans can work flexibly in large numbers. So we then asked the question, why? Why is it that only humans work flexibly in large numbers? And his answer was because we invent stories. And if we believe the story, we'll do what the story says. Fictional stories. Come up with fictional stories. And if we believe in the stories, then we can cooperate flexibly. So one example would be money. What is money? It's just a colored piece of paper, or it could be not even that, right? It could be a little bead. It could be, money is what money does. But so that would be one. Another one is religion. If we believe in the religion, we follow the tenets of the religion, we can work flexibly in large numbers. Human rights would be another one. So there's a whole bunch of fictional stories that we believe, and because we believe them, we can work flexibly in large numbers where no other animal is able to do that. And because all other animals see life from one dimension, one perspective, which is objective reality. A mountain is a mountain, a river is a river, a tree is a tree. Where for us, a mountain could be a lot more than a mountain. It could be an enchanted mountain, a beautiful mountain, a scary mountain, dangerous, well, let's say a beautiful river. Again, you'll never see two chimpanzees walk off hand in hand to go enjoy the sunset. So Yuval Harari really breaks this down very, very well. How do we benefit from that? Well, because if we do the same thing, we can do the same thing to get results for us. When you're going into a job interview, what is that an opportunity to do? To tell a story, right? A fictional story. Tell a story about what? Why they should hire you. Shouldn't be completely fictional, but it should be the best flavor of the story tailored to the person who's hearing it. So if you can get people to believe in your story, that's weird. I don't think I've ever yawned on here before. Wow, that was weird. Where'd that come from? The Holy Spirit, no offense. Okay, so Water Bevy is there. Good. And is Maticus von Atticus there? Or is he run off doing something else again? Okay, so Yuval Harari, big one, watch it, important, go do. Seth Godin talks about glib. One of the valid complaints about some AI systems, let me start over. One of the valid complaints about AI systems is that they make stuff up with confidence and without sourcing, and then argue when challenged. Unsurprisingly, this sounds a lot like people. We often end up with what we're willing to tolerate. Show your work and ask for receipts. So that would be kind of like Perplexity versus ChatGPT. I use both of them. Perplexity tells you, cites its sources, goes in much more in depth, but it's not always better than ChatGPT. Let's see what else we got on our hit parade review yesterday. Okay, so let me close by talking about why we do this, help people on their journey. How do we do it? Okay, good. Maticus von Atticus is actually there. How do we do it? Well, we primarily help people on the journey through the worksheet. Link down below, LinkedIn, Facebook, website. We mainly do it by that. That is the work. The worksheet is the work. The podcast helps create better habits. That's the value of the worksheet. Better habits. And if you go through your life trying to always improve the habits you have, you're gonna win. You're gonna get there. You're gonna do it. How do we have better habits? Repetition, repetition, repetition. We do something until the point where if we don't do it, it doesn't feel right. Habits are based upon routine, doing over. Okay, so that's it. 15 minutes in. That's pretty good. I think we got through it. How's the juicing going? What not a bevy? How's it going? I'm typing away, typing on my phone. Running out of time. Don't be glib. Yesterday was the last day. What? That's like 3 days. But okay, good. Now you're going to start chewing your food and you're going to say, that sucks. We haven't eaten yet today, though. Okay. Cool. Fasting. A juice diet fast. Cool. Okay, well, we're going to call an end to this. Got to go out and make things happen. I got to get on the peloton. And we will talk with you later. Goodbye, everyone. Bonk.